Hello, so today we're trying out the Young's Double Chocolate Stout. This is 5.2%. Let's see if it has any flavor text. No flavor text.
That's disappointing.
I want to be tantalized, by the looks and the words. Swooned.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, so let's open it up. Ooh,
There we go.
rich,
Look at that.
creamy sounding pour. This one. Man,
Ooh. Almost
decent amount of
Yeah,
head.
very good. Mm.
Okay. So this is a pint. I don't. Have you ever had anything from Young's before?
I've had this, but it's been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't had anything else. This is their main one, I think, that they seem to.
It smells rich.
Very rich, very sweet.
Very, yeah. That head is like really like rocky.
Yeah,
Huge bubbles in the middle.
for sure. It's that creaminess.
Hold it up to the light. Yeah, it's really
It's
dark.
dark.
I mean, you can't see through it at
No.
all. There's no golden glow around it at
No,
all.
not
Nothing.
at all.
It's just blackness.
That double chocolate.
All right. Well,
Oh, cheers.
cheers.
There we go. Ooh, that's smooth.
That's dry.
It's very dry. Yeah.
Um, Okay. So I'm getting kind of a weak chocolate taste.
Yeah.
Not really a strong one. Not really pronounced. It's,
No, not at all. Not as much as I expected it to be.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully this isn't too old. Okay, so it should be good till 5/1/18. What is that? I always have to count my
May.
fingers, January, February, March, April, May.
We're good for 3-4 more months.
I need a mnemonic to remember just like the ends. May.
June is 6. Just go backwards.
So tonight we saw The Shape of Water. Yeah.
Yeah.
The latest installment from Guillermo del Toro. It's not really an installment. It's just
Yeah.
the latest thing.
Yeah. It was a lot. It was a lot to take in. For sure.
So you have seen other
Oh, yeah.
like Hellboy and
Hellboy, Pacific Rim, Pan.
Pacific Ring. Oh yeah,
Pan's Labyrinth.
It was more to his roots with
I think
the
so.
Pants Labyrinth than
Yeah.
Pacific Rim
Oh,
or
for
any
sure.
other ones
Oh, for sure.
Hellboy, yeah. It had that nostalgic, sort of 90s whimsical tale,
Yeah.
like fantasy.
The
type.
fantasy story, yeah.
Almost like soft fantasy, but with a modern brutality and
Yeah,
sort of viciousness to it.
for sure.
Like Michael Shannon, man, he was such a dirtbag, but he was it was almost like there was no complexity in him. He was just
Well,
that's him.
It got complex though.
Mm-hmm.
Near the end, there was a moment of almost attempting to get sympathy for him, and he's getting ready to get fired, and you almost feel bad for him because it's not really his fault. He asked for basically sympathy for him from his boss and got none.
Yeah.
And he felt that was the only way out.
Yeah.
As brutal as it was.
And I guess he kind of was trying to be sympathetic where he was reading that book.
The Power of Positive Thinking. That was awesome.
You're right. And he tried to be positive thinking and forward thinking, but he was getting shut down.
He was getting shut down, yeah.
But that it wasn't enough. It wasn't convincing enough that he was
No.
trying.
Yeah. And even with his family life, he's just ignoring it all.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. It's all internal,
right,
for sure. Which was,
yeah.
as I said, that's where he had some complexity, more than I expected at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty. It was definitely brutal, though.
Yeah, yeah. It was like, I don't know. It's almost, even my own opinion, like getting so overplayed. You know, like the sort of like the how do I say this? The white man sins is becoming a trope. You know,
yes.
like in a way.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. Like I don't know if this Del Toro is trying to really focus in on that message. Not necessarily, but like I don't know. I've seen it a lot where like we don't have to kind of we don't have to make it a caricature in itself.
So in your face, kind
like,
of. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Because every other character is either woman, person of color,
mm-hmm.
and he was the only one that was the negative was.
Yeah, and it almost like made it seem weird where it had to be stated that this white man was gonna kind of, I don't know, degrade everything. Not it seemed meaningless because everybody was just,
it was just so obvious.
Yeah, it was just kind of cut and dry.
Yeah, that is true. So do you think he was a god? That's the question of the whole thing. Was the
question.
creature a god? So it ended. It's a god.
This beer is not really complex.
Not as very.
It's simple. It's got a mild chocolate taste. It's dark, but it's not.
It does seem like a stout for the masses,
mm-hmm.
kind of.
Yeah. Now the price point on this wasn't that high, so it was like $3.50 or something.
Oh wow, yeah.
So,
because to call it a double chocolate, I would have expected more sweetness,
mm-hmm.
and it doesn't have as much as I would think for that.
Now, I don't know if you've tried the Chocoveza. I forget who makes it. It's a different kind of chocolate. It's more, I don't know, like it seems like hot chocolate type of chocolate.
Like almost creamier, more milk flavor,
powdery. It's kind of weird, but
like a dessert drink.
Yeah,
that sounds good.
Yeah. So, yeah, did you enjoy?
I did. I always seem to like the Del Toro movies, and I going in knowing they're probably going to be a little strange. Shock me in some way, but at the same time, I always do enjoy his filmmaking for sure.
Yeah, the creature looked beautiful. I thought it was like the CGI was really good on it.
That was very good.
Like that sort of classic, creature from the Black Lagoon.
Right. Yeah, they kept it simple enough that where that's not, you're more listening to the story and not worrying as much about this weird looking creature that's there.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate, and that's what to me that's what the movie is about. It's less about him and about the story. Which I think Del Toro does a good job of that and all this stuff. That the creature part is sort of was what to me it was always pulls me in initially off of the trailers and stuff, and then once you get there, it's the story is what makes it interesting.
Yeah,
for sure. And I do like the way you were saying the idea of a modern day fable, modern day fairy tale. That's what his stuff always tends to be, which is I do like.
So, what do you think about the beer?
It's all right.
Yeah.
But it's all right. It's not excellent. It's not bad. It's just pretty simple.
I'd say it's like a little lower than average. Like it's actually average. Is the best thing I can say about this beer.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's not bad, but it's definitely just there, kind of.
Yeah, it's drinkable. It's enjoyable.
It is interesting for a stout. Usually you think, well, I can just have one and it's really heavy. And this one, I feel like you can drink a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is strange for a stout.
Yeah.
It's not really.
And it's a little bit drier than I expected too.
It was really dry.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of aftertaste. Definitely no complexity to it.
So that's Young's.
Sitting here silently was like so difficult. I felt like drawn into the conversation. Like, there were things I wanted to say, and like,
no, I know. I was sort of noticing. I was like, I wonder what Brett thinks of what we're saying.
Yeah. I have something to add to that.
It is interesting to try
and
to
then
think
I was
of
thinking
it.
in my mind, I was like, oh, it's going to be too late. We're probably not going to be talking about the same things. So.
No.